providers to help the food exporter and distributor to keep their products fresh longer. And uniquely, we are the experts in Asian fruits and vegetables. Thailand has a wonderful and heavily delicious fruit, as everyone will know already, right? We have them all year round and a lot of varieties. However, they decay very fast and they're very hard to cut open. Okay, and some of the fruit are so bulky. The weight of the peels and seeds is up to 50 to 70%. Even Thailand had export $900 million of fresh fruit each year. But we can do much better if we can keep them fresh longer. We are kitchen of the world. A lot of world famous menu. However, some of the ingredients has a very short life and some never been exported before. Everyone knows durian is king of Thai fruit, right? People have to fly in Thailand to eat it, right? Okay. Because they ripen very fast, they break open during the transportation. And mangoes have a lot of problem with sensitivity to stress. They can get damaged because of the physical stress or gamma irradiation, which is the standard practice if you want to send fruit to the US to kill insects. Okay. So we lost a lot of fruit, and it's the chain of loss of revenue to traders, to farmers, and to consumers. Fresh and Green offers 3 disruptive technology to solve this problem. We will reduce the loss, extend the storage time and distribution area so you can expand your business. And we will give you the better stock management, and sometimes you can get more revenue from the food waste. And we concerned about consumer convenience and safety. Let me give you the example of our first product. We have 3 groups of the product. The first group is edible coating. This one you can add value to the fruit because the consumer will be willingly to pay 3 times more if you make it ready to eat. So you peel it off, make it ready to eat, and then export. If you do this, for example, on the basis of calculation of 40 tons of mango, you can get the more profit about 1,000 USD per tons of export after our calculated using of technology. And we have the formulation for 9 fruits for the edible films. The normal practice is just to dip the pure fruits into some chemicals, but we use all natural ingredients. The second group of our products is the wax for whole fruit coating. So this one is formulated especially for Asian tropical food like exotic food. For example, for rambutan, for durian, for mangosteen, and more. I think some foreigner hasn't seen durian hasn't seen rambutan in the fresh, only in the can. It tastes much better fresh, right? Okay, but they have a lot of problem with black hair. So the hair is darkened, so the consumer wouldn't lift it up. And we can export only 2% of our production at the moment. Using our wax will reduce the loss and help increase the income of the country up to almost $1 million a year. And this is one thing that nobody can claim before. Our wax can protect the fruit from the damage of gamma irradiation. The third group of products is the bioplastic bag. This one is formulated for the very perishable vegetable. For example, Thai straw mushroom. This never been exported before because it has a shelf life of 1 day, so it's only available in the farmer market. But you can keep 7 days in our plastic bag. So this enables open the new market for our early adopters So he can send this to the Thai restaurant in Dubai. So this is the first time that we can do this, and we're very pleased. The technology is just to make film that can regulate water and gas in and out of the produce, so they can stay longer because the biological change is delayed. We are eco-friendly, and we have so many variety of platform and easy to use. One is the interesting story is the company called Chai Fruit. We opened a new market for them because we make they make the craft fruit for display in the restaurant in Germany. So the edible films can prevent it from darkening or black color. For the business running, let our CEO tell you.
Good morning, I'm John Rampan, CEO of Fresh Entry. Our company focuses on the Asian fresh produce, which is the largest producer of the world. In the first 5 years, we focus on the trader and exporter in Thailand and Southeast Asia, which have the value of the recommended produce that can be applied with a solution about over $1 billion per year. Our team originated from a group of researchers with passionate in post-harvest technologies combined with a well-experienced entrepreneur. We also have good and high relationship with the customer. Since 2008, we received more than $1.6 million for research grant and Nebulous Award. We already got 3 Thai patent pending and 2 PCT applications. For public awareness, we frequently join the public trade fair and organize the agriculture training. Our business model, the technology that we offer to the customer can be easily applied to the existing industry standard process before they send their fresh produce outside the country or distribute it in the country. Our solution can use in a single product or can be bundled together to increase the efficiency. However, in the complex case, the customer will receive the advice from our post-harvest technologies. We also want to expand our business line to the B2C level, B2C. For our revenue stream, beside of our 3 products, we also have post-harvest consulting services, packing house operation, and licensing. We will launch edible coating and bioplastic first because we see it as the blue ocean. There is no strong competitor yet in the market, and it's easily to produce by just using the OEM factory. But for the wax coating, we do it later due to their production condition. To make sure that our technology has a long life, we will do multiple initiatives. As you can see, from our 5-year projected calculation with cost and revenue, tell us that we need to raise $1.03 million. Within 3 years, we got an IRR about 131%. So let me conclude the 7 reasons you should invest in Fresh Entry. The first one, we have multiple platforms for different needs of customer. Currently we have 3. Tomorrow we will have more from the continuous research. We already have customers like more than 20 customers waiting for us. We can enable the new market for the short life of fresh produce that never been sent outside the country before. We can bring the new standard of fresh produce trading, and the most important thing is we have a very strong team. We can increase the Thai produce export and support the national policy. As everyone knows, Eastern Fruit Corridor is strongly supported by our government, so we can also support that initiative by our solution. Lastly, we can create a local job with the eco-friendly solution. So please join us, talk to us, and bring the freshness from farm to fork. Thank you.
So, which of your technologies do you own, or how are these unique to your firm? What stops anyone else from doing the same type of work?
Every technology we patent in Thailand.
So you have
And we have planned to apply for the improvement for the PTC, all of it. Actually, we have more than 4 patents.
So you have 4 patents already,
Yes,
locking out
okay.
each of those business. So each of those areas are patented
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. And you have existing customers and existing revenue now, right?
Existing customer, yes, because we have the license to the license to use and license to production.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. I'm just curious. I mean, in terms of the reality in the storing conditions, is the edible coating or wax or the technology that you offer, how is sensitive to the storage condition, like a pH, like a temperature, humidity?
Most of it, because we get a government grant, it's for the export fruit, so it's the standard export condition. But in some fruit, in sometimes we go extreme to the market, like the durian. Durian we can do the market condition. So it has to be, we have a lot of formulation, and for customer we have to train them first because it's a new thing to do.
So it means our solution like wax, edible coat, and wax is good for export condition first thing, and also for some fruit and vegetable it can tolerate the normal condition like room temperature for 1 day or something like that. So it's up to the condition, but it's like mostly because we have the food harvest technologists who can help and suggest the distributor or the retailer is like how to keep it fresh and long in their condition.
So how expensive are the technology compared to the traditional method?
For the edible coating, I think they have to add not more than 10%. For example, for mangoes of 1 ton is about 44,000 baht for export. So it will cost about how much? 3,000 baht or something. So for the outside coating is cheap, very cheap because most of the ingredients from Thailand.
And for the plastic bag, it's like it's quite costly because the bioplastic is quite expensive right now. But it's like it will be go cheaper soon. It's like because there will be a factory, there will be production in Thailand soon. Also because this will open the blue ocean because for example the straw mushroom that is the key ingredient for like ต้มยำกุ้งต้มข่าไก่ the Thai dish, and we can ship it abroad, and the price of the mushroom plus our bags is like it's not more expensive than the local mushroom, but the taste will be just better.
And if you send it to Europe, you get tax waive also.
Thank you.
How much revenue you earn per year now, or expected this year? Roughly.
Because we are right now raising fund, actually the running but on the pilot scale is only edible coating and the plastic
And the
bag.
plastic bag.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But,
Yes.
but I mean, what do you expect this year? You get paid for whatever you do for your client.
Can you estimate? Yeah, can you estimate? Yes, please.
Not much because in the first year we will to get customer educated with the product. Mostly we distribute without charge to the customer to make them try it for free. So not much of revenue we gain in first year.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's see if you can charge what you think that price
Okay.
is right, times the amount of things you get free. What is the size of the business that you think your client will be using? I mean, how many tons or how many whatever, and try to multiply with your thing.
We used to try to model that each fruit that we service, if you get the market share of about 20% of the export.
Just focus on the first year.
On the first year.
First year, how many tons you're gonna get of mangoes or whatever, and then just multiply. So I would know how big the acceptability of your product would be, more or less, roughly. Anyway, you can think about it. The second question is that among the three, I think this is a packaging product basically,
Yeah.
and you have three products. Are those the edible coating, the wax, and the bioplastic? Is it, if it's 100% means production ready, technically, I mean, no more R&D required. Where are you in the scale 0 to 100% of all these three products that your solution is pretty much in industrial grade? Wax, edible coating, and plastic. I mean, is it pretty much ready to be used, or is it
all of them actually is pretty easy, is ready to use, because the two wax, the edible coating and the wax, we have to do the lab scale and we have test, the safety test before.
Okay. So
right now we have the, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then let's say assume that you have a patent.
Okay.
Let's say assume if you don't have a patent, how difficult others can copy this?
Okay. For plastic bags, because it's not easy to copy because we have like ingredient that can several ingredients. So it's like if they just get the bags and then they run all the chemistry analysis, it's hard to just copy. And also because to producing the bag, it needs both the chemicals and also the processing condition to get that bag that with the condition to prolong the shelf life.
Okay.
What about the other?
Also the other tools, you can say it's not easy to copy because the secret is actually in the permeation that we have. We know that each type of group, what is the permeation do you want for gases and for water. So it will take them some time, but if they are really good, it might take them 7 or 10 years or something like that. So, but we're gonna not stop researching, right? Because we have so many products. Okay.
So you focus on the export side. You said that this layer edible coating is good for export, but you already test through all the safety and those kind of things. Is it subject to any kind of regulations or standards? For example, if you would like to export to the EU market, which is very stringent standard over there, is there any sanitary standard or those kind of things that you have to pass through? And secondly, if you have to do that, you have to use some kind of label, and how you gonna get to the consumers, and how you can make sure that they understand what they are eating.
Of course, the bioplastic, I think they have the standard only to make sure that it's degrade. So I think we've done this already. But for the two wax, they have to have FDA. We are in the process of applying for Thai FDA. However, once it's on the fruit and go abroad, it's gonna be ready to eat fruit, or it's gonna be the fruit content. So it's become the food additive of the ready-to-eat food. So actually, we used to do export to Japan. So they have to take all tray of fruits and check, because our film is so thin, invisible. So they cannot detect that. But we use all natural ingredients, and we check everything. So I said, yes, they need regulation. We need to declare to the customer that there are some additives.
Just curious, why the wax you said you were going to use, is one of your products you're going to be used on year 3. If they're ready now, why don't you use it now?
The production.
Okay. So the wax is the only one that's emulsion. You need the rest. The rest is kind of have the normal standard industrial already, and it's in hydrophilics. So for the emulsion, you need a special instrument to add on to the factory. Yes.
So that's why we need to invest on the equipment.
Yes.
Thank you.